And welcome to Humble Narcissist Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Stephen.
I think I'm Dillon.
I mean, unless you're making a change. Yeah, you're Dillon.
I'm pretty sure.
So, today we're just going to talk about a little bit of random hot topics that we've seen going on around the internet and all of that type of stuff. Other than that, we'll just do our usual shtick. We'll probably do an anime episode probably next week or sometime soon.
Yeah, for part 2, because we still have a lot to do because he's never watched Princess Jellyfish like a douche.
Well, he also has not watched my gay shit that he said that he was going to watch.
I haven't watched that gay shit yet.
So shut up. You didn't do your part either. That being said, let's start off as usual.
I started watching Princess Jellyfish.
That wasn't the assignment. You've seen it. Anyway, but okay, so before we get into everything, I have to ask, because after we did our last anime thing, and this is an anime thing because I got to talk about it because I forgot all about it.
Okay.
Do you remember the Zodiac one where like they get locked in that city and they have to kill each other?
Yes, because I told you about it because it was a book first.
Yes. What is it, like Junie Tyson?
Yeah, like Junie Tyson and Zodiac War.
Yes, it's very interesting. So if you haven't watched it, I would watch it.
I just hate how it shows the order of how they die.
True. Well, I like it because the bunny guy cracks me up because he's nuts and he's walking around in a freaking bikini. Just killing them, a bikini and heels. It's so weird.
It is.
But it's a very good series.
It's like Fruits Basket.
Except gory and bloody.
Wouldn't you like to watch their Zodiac War?
Oh, no, because I feel like my boy Luigi would be one of the first one going down.
They all know each other, too.
They're all family.
I know. You know how awkward that is?
Gosh, that was a really good series. I enjoyed that one, but I've been thinking about it for a while, and I wanted to bring it up to you on the pod because I was like, he got me to watch that.
The book was really good.
I haven't read the book. I don't read.
I know.
Is it an actual book or is it like a manga?
No, it was an actual book.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll pass. But, so, what have you been up to, Dillon?
I had family come into town. This time I actually didn't do not just work because I've been on vacation.
Yeah. How was seeing your family?
It was nice. Spent some time with a couple great aunts and a cousin that I haven't really talked to ever in my life. So that was nice. We did our Christmas cookie baking yesterday.
I just love that you're like, I had a cousin come into town who I haven't seen like my whole life, so it's like,
well,
welcome.
Every time we went down there, she was never there. She was always at work.
Oh, well, I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah, and whenever she was there, she just didn't visit.
Oh. How did cookie baking go for you?
You know, surprisingly well this year.
Well, I will say, as an enjoyer of your cookies, they are possibly one of my favorite things every year at Christmas. I think that the thumbprint cookies this year are really top notch.
That's what I told my mom.
Because I know that you said that she felt like she ruined them, but I got to tell you, they are so soft. And usually, and you know they're my favorite cookies, so this is not a complaint. A lot of times when they're like, I get them, you'll take a bite and like, some of the like pecans and stuff will start falling off. Not this year. This year it all stays intact. It's soft, it's chewy, and the jelly in the center is amazing. So good. I'd say this is probably the best ones I've had in a long time.
Well, good. I'm glad. The Snickerdoodles didn't fare too well because they are like rocks.
Yeah, I've been avoiding them for that reason, which is sad because I love Snickerdoodles. Those are my all-time favorite cookies. Normally. In
our defense, we left the aunts to do it while we went to the store.
Oh, are they not bakers?
I mean, they are, but I also
baker.
supplied them with alcohol.
Because you're a good nephew.
Yeah.
That's what you do for family. When people come, you always supply alcohol.
I had to make a liquor run at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning.
Which still makes me laugh due to the fact that like you're not a big drinker, but like they get white girl wasted. Which I love. I love that they get white girl wasted, but...
Well, see how I bartend? I tried to make it all be good in one glass so I don't have to do it again.
Yeah, I know. You load shit up with alcohol.
Yep.
Which, not complaining when I want to get trashed, but I don't like to do that anymore after everybody thought that I was going to be dead that night.
Oh, that was a fun night.
I drank like a whole, what was it, like a gallon of vodka myself?
I don't know. I just know that I wanted to go home. And Sarah wanted to go home. So we were like, hurry up, Stephen, finish your drink and we can leave.
Well, I blacked out, and Dylan had to kick me onto my mother's property out of his car.
From the road, because you took 2 steps
and fell. And then all this is just hearsay because I don't remember it at all, obviously.
Oh, you started puking, so I had to roll your ass over. And I have no upper body strength because I'm fat. So
that makes 2 of us. But I do know that, like, it was back when my sister Jenny was pregnant with her second child, because she came.
It wasn't Jocelyn. It had to have been Brooke.
It would have been Brooke. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was Brooke.
Jocelyn, we were seniors in high school.
Oh. Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Oh God, how do you know my family's timeline better than I do?
I just remember Adrian was 4th grade. Jocelyn was senior in high school. And then that's all. I don't have a time frame.
I only know their ages because they're all like 2 years apart. Honest to God, I'm not a good uncle. But
Anthony, they were living in the big house.
The big house. That makes it sound like they were in jail. They had a very pretty house when.
And Connor was in the apartment.
Yes, Connor was in the apartment. Which at that apartment is also where during that ice storm you fell and you kept standing up and falling and sliding back down, yes. Which is my favorite fall of all time. To this day, I regret not getting that on camera. I feel like we could have won some money on America's Funniest Home Videos. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, so.
But yeah, just Christmas cookie baking. I'm glad it's done, though.
Well, that's what you say every year, is that you're just glad that it's over.
Like, it's really fun. Don't get me wrong. It's really fun, and the cookies are good. I have a shit ton of...
leftovers?
Peanut butter fudge and 7-layer bars in my car.
Oh, well. Every year you say that you're glad that it's over, but, like, it's one of my favorite things. I wish that you guys would do Christmas in July and do cookies, too. That's why I'll never be skinny unless I can go get my ass on that O.
See, it's a nice family tradition because we don't have a lot of them.
Oh, I have no idea what that's like.
Right, and my family's never really been big, or we never really got together much. So it's a nice way. I mean, don't get me wrong. Before it's just me and my mom, and it's still great.
Yeah, I like your mother.
She can be okay sometimes.
Yeah. So. Thanks for asking what I've been up to.
I didn't get to that point yet. So what have you been up to?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't need to be mean about it. I want to talk about me, too. You know that I'm like one of my favorite subjects, Dylan.
I know it's the only subject you know.
No, I know video games. But it's weird. Even in school, like, I would forget a bunch of stuff. But, like, to this day, I still know where everything is in video games that I've played.
Yeah, I don't understand how.
It's weird. And also with like television, I can remember all these quotes and stuff, but if you ask me like what I did for dinner like 2 or 3 nights ago, I have no idea.
Or like the ages of your nieces and nephews.
Yeah, no idea. No idea how old they are. It's always the guessing game.
They're just kids.
They are just kids. If they're dogs or animals or something like that, maybe I'd pay a little more attention.
Right.
Because I do like animals more than people, which is why whenever my husband asks for a child, I just try to bring home another animal to distract. And so far it's working. I digress. So this week what I've been up to is of course I've done more writing. I have a few more jokes that I want to try out. So Sprite came out with this vanilla Sprite for the holidays this year, so I wanted to try it. And I know that you don't really like soda anymore, but so I tried it. Very
Is it
good.
like a cream soda taste?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's like Sprite with a little bit of cream soda. And
okay, like I really like vanilla Coke. I liked.
Oh yeah, you do.
I did. Yeah, that was like my favorite.
Your drink of choice.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's very good, but I couldn't find it. So I sent out the SOS to my family, and I was like, hey, if anybody sees Vanilla Sprite, I want to try it while it's out. I also sent out the SOS because when Wicked came out, supposedly they came out with Oreo Wicked.
That doesn't surprise me. Kind of like the Gaga one.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a real thing. I don't know if it's real or not. I've yet to find them, but I really wanted to find them for my husband. So I sent out the SOS for that. But with the Sprite, my sister Jenny found it, so she got me one. And then I was complaining because I went to Meijer, speaking of high grocery prices, because my favorite chocolate in the world, and you know I'm not a big chocolate guy.
I know you're not.
The only chocolate that like I can eat nonstop is the white chocolate truffles from Lindt for Christmas with the peppermints in them. So good.
I'm not a white chocolate person. It's too sweet for me.
Oh, I love it. So I went to Meijer and I found a bag, but it was like $10, and I was like, no, thank you.
That.
I was like, why does it feel like it's going up? Like, you don't get me at the price of eggs like everybody else who's like, eggs are so expensive now. I'm just like, why is my chocolate $10 now? Because like I saw we went to, when we were at the store and the eggs were like $4 something.
Jesus.
Corey was like, what the hell? And I go, dang, that's a lot. And then I thought to myself, well, sucks to suck, I guess. Like, there's nothing we can do.
Right.
But so I also sent out the SOS because I was like, if anybody can find me this Lindt, the Lindt truffles that I like, I will be happy, because the one store I went to was charging $10 and I don't want to pay that.
Exactly.
So then Jenny found that they also had the small bags for like $1 a piece at her store. So she got them, or the Kroger by her house. So she got them. And then she sat there and she found a bag for $5 and got it. And ironically, that same day, I went to a gas station and they had it for $8, and I was like, I'll bite the bullet and spend $8 on it. So now I have 2 big bags. And then today, when we were dropping off Dylan's Christmas cookies to my family, my mom was like, that's the best I can do, and she bought me a box of 60 of them.
Oh, that was sweet.
It is very sweet of her. Now I am loaded with those chocolates, which is good and bad, because you know I have no self-control. So as I walk by them, I keep grabbing them and eating them.
Just use your stair stepper.
I know.
Ride that bicycle.
Ride the bike, do the stair stepper, do the push-ups, because I've been starting to do those too. I did tell Corey that if I do return to work, I'm going to hit up some of those websites that offer like the GLP-1 shots and see how much they're charging, because maybe I'll just use my work money for that.
Oh, man. Use your HSA money.
I'm running out, man, because it's been over a year, and that's how I've been paying for all my doctors and therapy.
Yeah. Therapy expensive.
It is expensive, even with insurance, but I needed it, and I think I still need it, so yeah. I'm gonna keep going.
I think it's helping you. You seem happier.
I'm a lot happier than I was before. I was just miserable, and I was an awful lady.
Damn.
Now I'm just an awful lady, and I'm okay with that.
I mean, I was doing my job well then.
Shut up, Dylan. I mean, you've only put 2 friends, like, made them crazy.
Bitch, that was you.
It was a team effort, because that's how we like to do things here at the Humble Narcissist podcast. We like to make it a team effort to make people go nuts.
You put 3 people on antidepressants.
Who's the third?
Me?
Oh. Well, that doesn't count, because now I'm on them too.
So I guess there's 4 people you put on it.
I'm on that antidepressant train, and it feels great.
Oh.
It makes you feel a lot better.
Not like that train that cop was on.
Oh. So
segue into pop culture.
Let's talk about this hot topic. How do you feel about the train with the cop?
Oh, that cracked me up. I mean,
I'm not sure if I know what you're talking about.
That little ginger cop girl?
No.
Like, she let a whole bunch of people have a train on her.
No.
Yes.
She was a cop?
Yes.
How did I miss this in the news? Like, was it on the news?
I don't know if it's on the news. It was just...
Is this a part of your morbid facts thing?
No, this is really like not like new pop culture stuff. This is old.
Oh, how long ago did this happen?
Girl cop. She was that meme.
What meme?
Hold on.
I don't know what he's talking about because I don't think that I've seen this at all.
She's the first one.
Oh.
Do you remember her now?
I remember her face, but I didn't read the story. Are those the people that she let do it?
Mm-hmm. 5 officers fired as sex scandal roils Tennessee Police Department.
Oh, of course it's Tennessee.
You're right.
It's always the high and mighty states who are like, we believe in Jesus and guns that do that type of stuff.
I like Tennessee, though. It's a very pretty state.
I
just don't like their views.
I don't like their views, but I do like to be where Dolly Parton's stuff is because I love Dollywood. And they have the Ripley Aquarium.
I've never been to Dollywood.
Never?
No, because every time I go down there, I never get to go because no one else wants to.
We made it a point to go when we went, but now we don't have somebody to watch Crazy Finn, so I
feed Finn to Anthony, or feed Anthony to Finn.
He'll eat well for a day.
Right.
That guy's like 0% body fat.
I know.
So Finn will not be, he'll be hungry within like 24 hours. So when we went to the Ripley Aquarium, and that was my favorite part. My mom liked the Oddities Museum.
Okay.
What's that show that Ripley's Believe It or Not? That's what she liked.
I never went in there. Like, we only did like the outlet shops and stuff out. I know. I never got to do fun things there.
You didn't even do like the Hatfields versus the McCoys? So when we were there, when Corey was setting everything up, he said he wanted to do just one dinner theater. And so I chose the Hatfields and the McCoys because I was like, that's the one that everybody talks about.
I would love to go back to a medieval times.
Well, that's there.
Have you done medieval times?
No.
It's so fun.
I want to go to the pirate one, and because like I don't really care for the Dolly Parton like horse wrangling and stuff like that. Like I don't care for that. Though I really did. Not to be controversial, but I wanted to go to the Paula Deen restaurant because
everything tastes good with butter.
Everything does taste good with butter, obviously.
I know.
I wanted to go there so bad, but when we went, they were packed, and I was like, I don't want to wait. But anyway, now that we've talked about a cop that had a train ran on her that I completely forgot all about, I would like to segue into the news story that is all over right now.
Super Mario Brothers?
Yes, Super Mario Brothers. Luigi Mangione shot the CEO, supposedly. It hasn't been proven yet. And
even though isn't it on video?
Well, they have a hood and everything.
But you can see the unibrow.
Well, then the internet and saying that the eyebrows don't add up because right there
the math ain't mathin'.
Yeah, it's more like connected with Luigi, and then in that video or the picture, it's separate.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It just cracks me up how everyone's thirsting after him.
I know. I want to say he didn't do it, but that's more so because
pretty people don't unalive their husbands.
Yeah, Dylan, pretty people don't unalive their husbands. It's just a known fact. That's like what was it? So with him, I don't know, but I also know that he like posted a manifesto. Like, so maybe he did do it. I want to believe he's innocent until proven guilty, just like our justice system is supposed to be.
Okay.
You're not thirsting after him or anything?
No, not really. Honestly,
you're single.
Every time you say manifesto, I think of Mephisto. I'm like, Marvel.
I am not thirsting after him. I just find it interesting that this is how the internet
cracks me
responds.
up. Yes.
Like even with Burger King, because since it was a McDonald's employee that turned him in, and people have been like, they've been going on to that McDonald's website
that's why their McFlurry system's down.
Yeah, and they're like, really? This person can remember what Luigi looked like from that video or that picture, but they can't remember the missing fries in my bag. And then the other one, back to the Burger King thing, because people are going on Yelp and stuff and leaving reviews saying that McDonald's is full of rats. I love that. And then Burger King posted something that said, "We don't snitch."
Oh
so then
God.
their comments were filled with, "Sounds like I'm going to Burger King now." And they're like, I like my burger joints to not be filled with snitches and rats. But then who was it? Taylor Tomlinson, she made a good joke on After Midnight about it, because she said, it's kind of messed up and like you're good looking when you go into a McDonald's and the employee is like, "You're too good looking to be in here. What's going on?" And then they realize who you are. And that cracked me up. But I really like all of the little memes and stuff.
You know what the sad thing is? If the dude who shot Trump was cuter, he probably would have had a different outcome.
You think the internet would have been behind him more?
Yes.
Probably.
He would have been a national hero.
Allegedly. Yeah, probably, because the internet would totally stand by him more because he's good looking. Because like when ugly people do things like that, like if you and I went and shot some guy, we would be screwed.
Yeah, we'd be so fucked.
Nobody would come to our defense. But then like
you just
with
have to show your dominance in jail, make someone your bitch, and you're good.
I am not dominant in like with that.
I know, me either.
I mean, my whole prison plan, which don't steal my plan if anybody goes to jail that listens to this, but my plan is I want to find the biggest, baddest, like, MFer in there.
And suck their dick.
Yeah, and I want to be their bitch. Because then they'll protect me.
That's what you do.
When somebody dethrones them, I will try to get in with that one.
Yes.
I'll be like, this is survival of the fittest, man. And this is what gays
I've seen Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, this is what gays have been doing for decades. So, another fun one that I saw was... I like it, all these people that are posting like photoshopped pictures of him and they're like, he was here on 12/4 from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Like my favorite was that girl that posted it and said, "What y'all talking about my boyfriend Luigi like that? He was with me all day." And then even from like Drag Race, Geneva Carr got in on it.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that?
I didn't see that one.
She posted pictures from her performance and photoshopped him into them. And she's like, "What are you guys talking about? Luigi was with me all day at my performances. See?" And I was like, this is freaking great. I love how unserious the internet is. And at the same time, we have the fact that like all these people are getting all up in arms being like, they're celebrating a killer, blah, blah. And it's like, it's just unserious, people.
I know.
Like, no, but like, get over it.
But that's where the PC police comes in.
Yeah, I can't stand that. Like The View, and I love The View. They were all talking about how sick it is that people online have mixed emotions about it, and how we should all come together, that murder is bad. And they even like, it's like I would have to grab my little spoon and start stirring.
Right. I mean,
'cause
yes, murder is bad, but you got to enjoy the little things.
you got to enjoy the little things, and the internet's making this like fun.
Exactly.
Even when he's found guilty, like it's just gonna blow over.
Right.
But at the same time, like a lot of times with this nation, sadly, if things have turned violent, like to get things, real change done. Like
that's how this nation was founded.
Right. So I can see why he felt like if he did this to the healthcare system, maybe they would take a hard look at themselves. They won't, because they're making too much money.
Right. But money clouds everything.
Right. So like, I don't know. When I think about when I'm just laughing and enjoying the memes and stuff like that, I look at, well, in my head, yes.
But that's how you also...
Murder is bad.
Yes, it is bad.
Luigi, if he did it, he is wrong.
I'm just glad he got his own standalone game.
Yeah, he did. But like, I also think, well, how many people died because this insurance company denied their claims and stuff?
I don't know. I didn't even know it was an insurance company. I just knew it was the CEO of something.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was a good man or a bad man. He was probably human.
Now, I will end this topic on this because I just kind of want people to think about it. This company, now it's the company, not the man. He didn't deserve what happened to him. They are now trying to say that they can deny claims if your anesthesiologist or whatever gives you more anesthesia while you're under during surgery to make sure that you are still asleep. They're trying to make it so that they can deny those claims. They're not doctors or anything. So why would they try to deny stuff like that when you're mid-surgery?
Exactly.
So just some food
One
for
of
thought.
those, your insurance isn't paid up.
Right.
Sorry. You're going to have to feel that as it's cutting into your spleen.
Right. It's like, leave it to the doctors and stuff. I feel like if a hospital says that you needed something, you needed it.
Right.
Like, you do what you're supposed to, you pay all your bills, stuff like that, and then they just deny. I do think the healthcare system needs a lot of change, but that man did not deserve what happened.
I'm just waiting for the apocalypse.
Yeah. Meteor 2028.
I mean, I'm okay if it's not a meteor, as long as it's not zombies, or they're stupid zombies.
What if they're aliens and they just abduct us?
At least then I get probed.
Most action you've got in a long time, huh?
Right.
So, that being said, we are going to take a quick break and we will be back with more hot topics and fun little stuff.
Yeah.
We are back.
Welcome back.
What would you like to talk about, Dylan? Any fun little things going on with you?
With me personally, no, not really. I mean, another big thing that's kind of been circling around besides like the Diddy stories is that JonBenet Ramsey thing is coming back out.
It has, and I haven't paid any attention to JonBenet Ramsey's stuff because you know that I'm not a big like true crime kind of guy. So,
I love listening to crime junkies when I go to work, just because it's about murder. And it's fun.
See, my basic white girl comes out with pumpkin spice and fall. Yours comes out with you like to go to sleep listening to murder stuff.
Dude, oh my God. I fell asleep one time listening to a podcast about Columbine.
Oh my God.
I know.
That seems sick, especially due to the fact that I can't even watch like my paranormal shows before I go to bed because then if I think I hear something, I freak out. So that's why I always watch like funny stuff like Family Guy, American Dad, South Park.
I mean,
that
so
type
do
of stuff.
I.
But you're listening to like murder stuff right before bed.
Yeah, sometimes it's interesting.
I don't know, girl. That seems like a lot.
But I guess it depends on my mood because sometimes I follow this one that's like myths and it's like all sorts of different like folklore and myths from around the world. That one's interesting.
That one would be
So
interesting.
I usually go for like the Greek ones. They're more tragic. It's fun.
Maybe I need to find like a good paranormal podcast. And
You
start
should.
listening to that. But
Listen to Ghosted by Roz Hernandez.
I do like Roz, so I might give that one a listen. I don't know. It's just weird because I edit this and stuff like that, and then I have to listen to us talk. I then
Don't wanna
listen to other people talking.
Right.
But I don't know. I'll give it a shot because I love the I've Had It ladies. They are my favorite.
Nicole Byers is a good one.
I've stopped listening to her. I listened to her for a while, but like
I get it.
I've Had It is about the only podcast that I listen to religiously.
Honestly, with Nicole, I usually listen to the ones where I know the guests because if I don't know the guests, then I really
My I've Had It ladies. It's really windy outside as we're recording today.
I
just so
keep
you
hearing
know.
stuff. I thought it was a mouse.
No,
'Cause
it's
you're
super
nasty.
windy. I'm not nasty. It's super windy. It was snowing. So I apologize for the noises in the background that I'm sure that the mics will be
my
picking up.
twitchy ass head.
Yeah.
Looking behind me.
But
Yeah.
the I've Had It ladies, they always crack me up in the beginning because they're like, good morning, Gatriots, Patriots, and oh shit, what else do they say? And then they go, pumps, and she goes, caw, because she's the eagle.
Oh.
I love those ladies. They are my favorite. They're the only ones that I listen to religiously, and now they do iHip News too, and it cracks me up because I like to listen to that as well.
I don't know what it is about podcasts. I guess it's easy to listen to them.
I think that they're easy to listen to due to the fact that it's just normal people sitting there talking and like until they hit like a certain level of fame.
Yeah.
Like it just feels like you're sitting there gossiping with like your girlfriends or something like that. And that's what
Because I listen to the Watch What Crappens boys. They're fun.
like I've never watched that either, but like...
I don't watch podcasts, though. I listen to them.
But you listen to them as you drive and stuff.
Yes, I don't... Because I'm not a big, like, YouTube watcher. So I don't really watch, like, stream shit on YouTube or anything like that.
I like watching it because I like to be able to see them as they're talking. That way I can have, like, their faces and stuff like that.
Oh, see, that doesn't bug me. I don't need to see ugly faces because I don't think people want to see mine.
Well, according to our 2 viewers, no, they don't.
I know. And I'm trying to fix it.
Aren't we all, Dylan? Aren't we all? If I become rich, I won't say it, but there will be signs like liposuction.
You're going to look like the human Ken.
I'm fine with that.
I know this.
I mean, I probably won't do too much to my face, but like my body will be a lot better.
You need to at least get lip fillers.
No, thank you.
Please.
No, I don't want big O lips. Like, if you guys have big lips, that's on you. Like, I'm sure you look fine.
Get
not
your All-Stars lips.
No, Dylan, not for me. Like, I can't do that. I don't even want to, like, fix my nose or anything like that. I just want this fixed. I want my body. My baddie. So... Anyway, let's get back to what we were trying to talk about before we got completely sidetracked.
JonBenet Ramsey.
JonBenet Ramsey. So since I don't listen to her stuff, I know that she was a little beauty queen and she died and she was like 9 or something like that. What's the new evidence that they supposedly have?
There wasn't really new evidence.
So it's still just the same shit?
Yeah, it's just the same stuff. They don't really know who killed her.
Then what's the point of doing multiple
I think it was an
documentaries?
Anniversary, honestly.
But... if nothing new has come out, what are they going to tell us that we don't already know?
I don't know. I was a little kid. I didn't really know what happened to her in the beginning.
Oh, so it was all new information for you.
Yeah. That's why it was interesting to listen to.
Okay, so I want to throw this out there to you because you're talking about how you were a little kid and you don't remember. Do you realize that there are adults now that don't know about 9/11?
Oh my God, I know.
How does...
Is it your niece? Your niece is one of them.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel fucking old.
Right.
Because I remember it was 5th grade.
Yeah, I was sitting in English class. I won't say the teacher's name, but I remember it because this principal was like told him to turn the TVs on so that everybody could watch it. And we had to watch it. And I just took a nap.
Were you in the homeroom with the guy teacher?
He was my homeroom.
So do you remember having to sit there and write? Like, I remember him sitting there making us write something, and he said, because I remember this because he was like, you're going to write this down, I'm going to save it, and then when you graduate, you can come back and get it, blah, blah, blah. It was like where we wrote our feelings about it all, and then I guess it was saved till...
I don't...
You don't remember that? I do.
At all. I don't remember doing that, but
Yeah.
I believe that it happened. But again, as we said previously,
it's like a time capsule type thing.
If it's not like entertainment or anything like that,
You just don't give a fuck.
It just isn't committed to my memory at all. But I'm sure that it happened. I was in the lady teachers because there were 2. It was a man and a woman. I was in the woman's class when everything happened, and I just laid there with my head down and took a nap. Because, like, I didn't...
You're a terrible person.
I didn't understand what was going on.
I remember having, after school, sitting in the car with my mom. It was a hot freaking day. And we sat in line waiting for gas.
Oh, because everybody was like, gas is going to spike.
Yes.
Okay. Now that we got sidetracked again, I really just want to throw this out there. Do you remember our elementary school and how some days we would get out early because it was too hot?
Yes.
Our elementary school did not have AC. So
it was great.
Instead of leaving us in class, they would let us out early. And I remember it because I loved those days because it'd be like the half days. And I would go to the card shop and go buy Pokemon cards. And the guy would always be like, shouldn't you be in school? And I'd be like, and I would tell him the truth. I'd look at him and be like, we closed because we don't have AC at the school.
What, the card shop, was that the shop that was on the corner next to where the Italian place? Okay, I remember it.
I used to go there all the time as a kid, and looking back, because I saw that thing, what was it, a mom in Georgia got arrested because she let her 11-year-old walk somewhere?
Yeah, walk home from the grocery store, which was less than a mile away or something.
Because I would walk to the card shop, which was about a mile away from the house.
Right.
And I was only in like 4th and 5th grade. Mm-hmm. So
I walked to and from school.
Right. It's like, why is it so bad? Like, I don't understand that. She got charged with neglect.
I know.
And child endangerment. That makes no sense. Like, why can't your kid walk around?
Well, our parents would have been arrested.
Oh, yeah, they would.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I remember... okay, so I was a teenager at this point. I was in high school. One time, because Dylan and I, growing up, we lived about a mile and a half apart, probably.
Yeah.
So he stayed at my house until like 9 or 10, and I told my mother I was going to walk him halfway, but I ended up walking with him the full way because when we got halfway, there was a man following us with like a shopping cart, and it freaked us out. So we were like, well, let's go.
It was by the creepy haunted church.
Yes. And so we went, and Dylan just left me and ran inside his house. So I was by myself. So I called one of my friends who drove at the time, and she didn't pick up her phone. So I had to walk all the way back. Like, I got to Pizza King, and then that's when I turned around, and he turned the other way.
He followed you all the way to Pizza King?
Yes!
Jesus Christ.
I was...
Even crossing the road?
Yes! I was freaked out, Dylan.
Girl.
I will always remember that because I was like, nobody answered the phone to come help me. I could have been dead.
You had like 3 sisters you could have called.
I tried. No one answered. And you left me there. You're just like, bye, and ran inside.
Yeah, because I went home.
He didn't care if I lived or died.
Girl.
So I remember that. I will always remember that scary time in my life because I thought, well, I mean, if I were skinnier, I probably would have been more afraid. But since I was fat, I know that at least
fat people are harder to kidnap.
Yeah, it would have at least been a struggle for him. And I would have died knowing that he had to work for it.
Exactly.
Which is fine with me, I guess. But yeah, so I can't believe that there are people that don't remember 9/11, like adults that don't remember.
Well, it's not really they don't remember. They just
weren't alive.
I know.
And it makes me feel old as dirt.
I know. It's so sad. Like when I worked downtown, it made me feel super old IDing people for alcohol. Because there's all those college kids. It's like, damn, I'm old.
I will be honest with you. I am 34. Yeah, 34. And it annoys me when people card me for alcohol. Like, I get that they're just doing their job, but now I'm at that age where I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Right.
Like, we both can tell I'm at least 21. But I know that, like...
they have to.
Yeah, Indiana laws, unless...
Because I got fired for it one time.
Yeah, they have to look like over 50 or something like that.
Best 3 months of my life.
Yeah, because you got to relax for a little bit.
Yeah, we went to Vegas.
Oh, yeah, we did. And then my sister ruined my trip to L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a big Real Housewives fan, which surprised me. And I loved Vanderpump Rules back in the day. So when we went to Las Vegas, we decided we would drive to Los Angeles. And all I wanted to do was go to Sir because I wanted to experience one of Lisa's restaurants. And my sister threw a fit and made us drive back and wouldn't stop. And it was very upsetting.
Speaking of Vanderpump Rules, are you going to try the new reboot?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to try, what is it, the Valley that Stassi's going to be on?
I don't think Stassi's going to be on the Valley.
What is
that's
she
the one with Jax and Kristen.
Well, what's the one she's going to be on?
She's having her own show.
I know that Hulu was giving her own show.
I don't know what it's called.
I like Stassi. She was the reason that I watched it.
Right.
But, yeah, I still won't watch those. I know that Bravo came out with that new, like, Selling Salt Lake or whatever, and for some reason Lisa's there the whole time.
Barlow?
Yeah. She just, like, keeps showing up in the preview, and I'm like, why is she there? Like, who cares?
They're using her to promote it.
Ew.
I know.
I don't know. Salt Lake has gone down a hill for me. I feel like that one needs to go. Monica was the best. She is the best TV villain, in my opinion, reality TV. Because, again, You can't beat her.
No.
Running a blog just bad-mouthing these women for 4 years, and then they said
That's what I would do.
Right, and then she infiltrated the group and, like, got to hang out with them all the time. Though it made me laugh because she was always like, I just want to keep up with these ladies.
See, she should have kept everything low-key, and then she could have spread it out over, like, 3 seasons.
She's not the one that, like, blew her cover, though. That was Heather.
I know, but I think she came on a little too hard too fast.
Oh, yeah. I think that was probably the one moment I was like, Heather's entertaining. The rest of it, she's just boring.
That's why she got the second seat next to Andy. But you know Angie K has a second seat next to Andy for this reunion?
Well, I mean, these ladies are boring, so
I know.
I don't really care. I'm not going to watch it.
Right.
They should do, like, Real Housewives of Prison and follow, what's her name? Jen Shaw.
I'm good. I didn't like Jen Shaw.
She was the most entertaining out of those ladies after Monica.
I didn't like. I mean, I
Mary's
didn't like her.
entertaining, but she's nutters.
Yeah, I know.
Though you have who is it? Like even the season before that had Monica, like Meredith needs to go because she's boring. Because she sits there and like her biggest fight was over a bathtub. That is the dumbest shit. Mm-hmm. And then I'm still not over that commercial where Angie just pulls out a scroll and is like, this is a list of my grievances. And it's like, until you're talking...
I just loved how they had costume parties all season. They were pirates and Connor Prairie women and...
shaking that
bottle. Drag queens.
Well, at least I don't want to be a drag queen because she works so hard to be so pretty, even though she's not that pretty. Have you tried watching House of Villains at all this season?
No, have you?
I haven't, but I've seen all the clips and stuff.
I've seen clips with Candy.
Oh my gosh, there was a clip that came out with Candy in New York where this guy put them both up for elimination. Have you seen that clip?
No.
Ooh, he was not prepared for those two to go off on him.
Teresa kind of killed it for me.
Oh, well... Candy goes at it with the guy because I guess they used to be friends up until that moment. Mm-hmm. And Candy, like, eviscerated him. She's like, you only work out because you're not a real man, because you've got to work out to show people that you're built because you're a beta little bitch.
Oh.
He's like, you have no balls.
The big brother dude, Jesse.
Yes. And I saw that guy, and let me tell you, my immediate reaction was...
Tiny dick.
Yeah, and he has a butterface. Mm-hmm. Like, he has a nice body, but his face is, ugh. Like,
yeah.
Who? Like, I'm sorry. For me personally, I need you to have a good face. Mm-hmm. That's my big thing when I was dating.
So Candy didn't win.
One of them went home, so I'm assuming it was Candy, because I think Tiffany should win this one. That's New York, in case you didn't know.
No, I knew.
I like both of them, so... We have the Traders coming back soon, though. That'll be good.
Yeah,
Bob
I'm hoping so.
It'd be better if Monica could have passed that psych test from Salt Lake and got on there.
There's two Big Brother people on there that I really like. There's no real Bravo people on there that I like. I am not really enthused about watching Sandoval.
True. I mean, last season was won by that transphobe woman, so...
I know.
That was kind of disappointing for me.
Maybe they'll bring Kate back.
Is she going to make a career out of just going on the Traders?
Wouldn't that be great?
I mean...
I'd be okay with it, too.
She seems miserable every season, but yet she comes back.
Because she's hilarious.
I do enjoy her, but yeah, she seems like she just can't be bothered with any of it.
She can't, and that's just who she is.
God.
That's why I love her. Like, I remember when she made a rocket ship... for these...
Oh, yeah, you told me about it because she made a penis out of the...
towels?
Yeah.
Because the dude was a dick the whole time.
I mean, that's funny.
It is.
And didn't she say she, like, lost her job over it?
No, she didn't lose her job over it. She said it was a rocket ship.
Good for her.
Exactly.
I mean, how many customers of your life have you wanted to do something like that?
Exactly.
Just to be like, you're being a dick for no reason. Like, I can't stand that stuff. And I know we've talked about it all the time. But that's one of my, like... sick of moments that like
but honestly she was the reason why I liked watching Below Deck, so I watch it to an extent now, but not often.
Well, that's why I stopped watching a lot of the Housewives, is because they got rid of the people I liked. This week on Beverly Hills, it was the same shit though, just Kyle and Dorrit fighting the whole time.
Yep. So that was boring.
It was boring.
Fuck, they were doing that last week too, because I'm still not finished with that episode.
Oh, they've done it for 3 episodes.
I know.
Already, and there's only 4 episodes.
No, they argued in all 4 episodes.
I missed the first argument. Was that at the Sutton party?
Yes.
That's where it ended?
Uh-huh.
Well, then it ended at another fight. Oh, God. So they've ended their fights on 3 of them. And then this last one ends with Sutton and Dorrit fighting.
It's starting to get exhausting.
Yeah, let's see more Jennifer Tilly and Kathy.
But I like Crystal's storyline.
Nothing. She's doing nothing as usual.
They edited her out.
I believe it.
But you know what would have been so fucking funny is if they still gave her a housewife tagline.
Oh, that would have been funny.
But then she just wasn't in it anymore, and then just that'd be a running joke the whole time.
Do you know what I really want us to do? And viewers, if you like this idea, I would like you to comment, let us know. I would like to do like a short little videos of us making fun of housewives. I know you probably won't because I'd want to put you in a wig and stuff and have you act like one of them and just be ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
Or something else. Again, if you like this idea, comment. I think you and I, one day we should get together, like just spend a weekend, like start spending weekends together and come up with like our own kind of parody movie. Mm-hmm. I think we could do a good job at that.
Good, yeah.
Because like we would just sit there and like tear into a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. Like what if we did a parody of like horror, but it's that like housewives or people like that getting killed.
Okay.
And just like riff off of what we've seen.
Yeah, we'll have to brainstorm that. That could be interesting.
It could be interesting. Intellectual property. Anyway, I would like to take a quick break and then we will come back with our final thoughts.
Final thought.
We are back with final thoughts. What are you going to be up to for the rest of the week?
My family leaves tomorrow, so then I kind of have the rest of the week to just kind of chill and do whatever I want.
And relax for your vacation.
Mm-hmm. I might drive to Cincinnati on Saturday. I haven't decided.
By yourself?
Yeah.
To do what?
Meet someone.
Oh. Ooh la la.
I don't know if I want to or not, though, because it's a long way, long drive.
It's a long drive, but I mean, it could be worth it. You never know.
Exactly.
And I mean, if it's just dinner or something like that, then may as well give it a shot.
Right.
I've driven distances before I
know you have.
Before. I know. I mean, I'll probably just be playing Fairy Tale. I've been playing Fantasian here and there, but
You beat it yet?
No.
What the hell? Is it still hard to level?
Once you pass 30, yes.
Why?
I don't know, but I've slowly, like, it's just my bedtime game now, basically. Just play an hour before bed. But then I'll try Fairy Tale. I'm going to play that in front of my husband so that maybe he will want to play this game because he doesn't like turn-based at all. And he was like, well, let me see it. Maybe I'll want to give it a try because it's Fairy Tale.
Well, this is more action turn-based,
right.
This one.
So,
because the first one was very turn-based.
Well, this one's still turn-based, but I want to see if he'll
I like how the battle system looks with this one better than the first one.
Oh, yeah.
With the grid system in the first one.
I just want Jalal.
I want Lucy so I can make her cool again.
I don't know. I saw that Lucy gets into a fight and like Aquarius is there with her and she tries to be cool, but she's still just crying the whole time.
Right.
Though, I'll end it on this because I saw a fun little snippet that the creator of Fairy Tale said that he wrote it and it was like based on his loneliness and his desire for friends and stuff.
Oh.
And it's like, that explains
so much. Right.
And it's like, it's such a good series, but I can do without all the crying.
Yes.
Anyway.
You cry on the inside.
Right. You don't cry in front of people. Though therapists will say, you should just show your emotions. No. You save that for your pillow.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
That's probably why we're broken.
Probably. That's probably why I need therapy. That being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Please like, follow, subscribe. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Patreon, and Apple. Like, follow, comment, interact with us. Let us know what you want us to talk.
Watch, listen, see our podcast. Do it.
Right. I tried to do TikToks and it got removed because I said the word kill. So I'll have to unalive.
You have to unalive yourself. Oh
maybe,
my God.
Maybe I do. Who knows? Who knows? What were you going to say?
No, we're going to just end it with you unaliving yourself. Horizontal, not vertical.
I might be back next week. I hope you all have a great day.
Bye.